5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buenos dias, hippies. Paz en el barrio. Our cookie today is a kind of Middle Eastern confection, like a marzipan maybe. Algebra. One of the insights for which I'm grateful to Howard Gardner's theory of intelligences is that it helped me to understand my own ineptitude with mathematics. Not arithmetic. No. I was all right in arithmetic. I went to Catholic grammar school. I can do me some arithmetic. Them adding and subtracting and multiplicating and dividing. Well, I'm all top of that, man. I'm on top of it. I can do 3-digit multiplications in my head. I had to memorize them squares to 25. Estimating fractions is my meat. Everything was going fine until 6th grade algebra. And just as my skill and courage in surfing runs out in 10-foot waves, so do the skills I possess in arithmetic exhaust themselves in the higher maths, starting with algebra. For which reasons I will mention later that made calculus even more difficult for me. Algebra is an Arabic word, you probably know, around the root gebr, which means, among other things, to straighten. It became a compound of the formal mathematical system devised by Arabs during the flowering of the Muslim culture along the fringe of the Mediterranean in the 9th to around 11th centuries in the Common Era, more or less. The system, designated Al-gebra bil-mukambala, was formulated and formalized by one Muhammad ibn Musa Abu Jafar al-Khwarizmi sometime around 830 Common Era. Afterwards, through Arabic expansion across the Straits of Gibraltar and through Italy and coming in from the east, the West came to learn how to do decimals, among other things. The Muslim expansion is credited with preserving and developing the knowledge of the Greeks and maintaining it through the dark ages of medieval Europe. Parenthetically, I'll confide a story. During the First Gulf War, I recall seeing a debate between an officious and sort of supercilious Brit and an Arab spokesman for some institution or another, wherein the Brit accused the Arabs of being uncivilized, and the Arab thereupon replied with wonderful aplomb, I thought, "Civilized, sir? We were doing algebra while your ancestors were still painting themselves blue to make it rain." The first time anyone in English encountered the word algebra, it would have been on a sign hanging outside a door out of which there would have come periodic screams because an algebraist, you see, referred to a bone setter. Algebra is basically a puzzle-solving activity. You have a formula. One of the parts of the puzzle is to determine which formula and some values. And you have to figure out which of these values plug into what slots in whatever formula it is you end up with, which is always in the form of x equals and then something. All the homework in the world, by the way, will not improve the facility of someone who does not have such a puzzle-solving facility to do the desired task, and I'm walking proof of that. It occurred to me one day, that the only really practical application of algebra in everyday life is in another and crucial mathematical activity, that's calculus. Algebra, in fact, is the grammar of calculus, and calculus is the language of power. It's not in the interests of power, you understand, that too very many people should understand just how it works. And as there are certain kinds of knowledge, the most important and useful of these is knowing how. That's one reason calculus is often taught as if the student were a supplicant before the eternal mysteries of some sort. It's because calculus, a word meaning little stones, and it's used in tallying, is a branch of mathematics focused on limits, functions, derivatives, integrals, and infinite series. Any of those terms ring any other bells, hippie? Wall Street, perhaps? Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. See you at the beach.